If you've ever taken time to appreciate some of our city's historic sites, or felt proud of the relationship we have with our sister city in Kashiwa, Japan, or enjoyed seeing the Torrance float in the Rose Parade, then you can thank this man.
Torrance is such a fabulous city, and that's why I've been so happy to be a part of it.
As a council member, Mike Griffiths supported those events and improved other ideas. Now, after 10 years, he's stepping down.
It's a bittersweet time to be moving on from this position after so long. I want to travel, want to have an empty inbox, an empty voicemail box, and an empty calendar.
We got a chance to catch up with the council member on an afternoon in March when he shared about the projects and individuals that were close to his heart.
Meeting the people in the community, our business people, our residents, that is something that was a big standout for me. For them to come to me with a problem and for me to be able to help them and get them to be able to work through their issue, that's been one of the most rewarding things in my 10 years that I really, really enjoy and I really will miss.
He's also passionate about learning and says this was the perfect job to continue growing.
Well, we have to be knowledgeable about almost everything in the city and be able to do that effectively to vote on and make decisions. It's a daunting task.
And when he takes on a task, he does it wholeheartedly. He helped smooth over differences between businesses and residents in District 6, and he also pushed for improvements to historic preservation rules.
Historic preservation, if done properly, can really rejuvenate a neighborhood. I think we really need to be mindful of the history of our community, mindful of the historic facilities, buildings, and residences that are in our neighborhoods. Because once we lose that, we lose it forever.
Councilmember Griffiths chaired the Armed Forces Day Parade Board and got the council's support to honor centenarians in Torrance.
Some of these things where we're thinking about what's important for the people in the community, how to make their lives better, how to make them feel like they're appreciated by the community they live in.
He also supported building an amphitheater in Wilson Park and holding free concerts.
Do those things that make our quality of life better. That's something I feel really proud about being a part of.
Friend and former council member Don Lee says if Griffiths believes in something, he'll go the distance.
He spent a lot of time forming a coalition to fight some of the housing regulation that was being basically forced upon cities in California. And he took the time above and beyond his council duties to go out and form that organization and to make it basically a force in Sacramento to push against some of the things that are happening to cities in the state regarding housing and mandates.
Former Mayor Frank Scotto says Griffiths impressed him with his level of commitment.
Mike traveled to all these conventions, for city conventions, and went through the seminars and learned so much, more than any other council person that I know, and even more than me, I have to admit. He was very, very dedicated to the job. And I'm really saddened that he's leaving the council because I think that the city really need him.
Mike is a very commanding individual, and by commanding I mean he is so present and he's so knowledgeable and he's just so experienced that for me it's an honor.
Councilmember Sharon Kalani first served with Griffiths more than 20 years ago.
Some of our best memories together are just, doing the right thing, raising funds for the community through the Torrance South Bay YMCA so that we can offer services and not turn anybody away from the services they need.
After years with the YMCA and Salvation Army, Griffiths decided to take his volunteerism even further by becoming a city commissioner.
Commissions are kind of like the worker bees that help our city council get things done and research stuff for us and vet issues for the city councils.
Once appointed to City Council in 2014, Griffiths continued to vote his conscience, though it may not always have been popular.
Mike is a unique councilman in the sense that he was on the losing vote more than I I know that any other councilman was, and so what that meant was, it bothers Mike when he truly believes that he was trying to explain to either his fellow councilman or the public that this is best for Torrance.
Mike and I have a great relationship, and interestingly enough, we didn't always agree on everything, and we can agree to disagree and still get along and have a good relationship, and I think that's the basis of a good working situation, and I believe we had that.
His colleagues also note Griffiths' less serious side, especially around the holidays.
I remember this past Christmas season watching a city council meeting, and I was watching from home, the crazy sweater he had on. He likes to have a good time.
If we were going to have a costume party, everybody would wait to see how Mike showed up with his girlfriend, because one time he was the dad in the Addams Family. The next time he was Uncle Fester. He's just done a lot of different things and great costumes, I'm telling you.
Griffiths plans to continue enjoying life with more ballroom dancing and quality time with girlfriend Cecilia and other loved ones.
And I want to give back to myself now for all the hard work I put in for raising a family, having my business, and now for my service to the community. Now I want to be a little selfish and have a little fun for myself. I'm not getting any younger.
So as the council member prepares to take a bow and exit the stage, for now, his friends and colleagues have something to say.
Have fun, Mike. You'll enjoy all your free time.
Dan and I both wish you the very best in your retirement, that I know it won't be a complete retirement because I know you. And thanks for having the heart that you have to volunteer and to take time for the city of Torrance.
Mike, I don't believe for 1 minute that you're not going to be back. So I'm waiting for Mike to be back. I wish you the best in everything you do, but I can't imagine you being able to completely let go of being involved in the city that you have been so caring for.
Mike, there is a life after council, trust me, okay? You'll find something to do, and I know you have a lot of activities. I know you're very active in the Salvation Army. I know you're very active in a lot of different things, but we still need you in Torrance. So stay here and help us out because we need you.
Thank you and congratulations, Councilmember Griffiths, and bon voyage. I'm Kim Edwards for Torrance City Cable.